Welcome back, everyone. Hey, thank you for the break time. We have arrived at the beginning of the end, or the beginning of the middle, which leads to the end. No, we have all of the main quest left. Blood and Wine, we're here to report back to Regis. I'll read through that, too, and catch everyone up. Doing some applesauce. Feels like space food in these little pouches. Thank you. Welcome back yourselves. The Beasts and Geralt's clash had been violent, albeit brief. Now, with it done, Geralt could have a chat with his long-lost friend Regis. I'm switching sides here. A higher vampire, Regis revealed that the creature terrorizing Beauclair was none other than his dear friend Dettlaff. Geralt now understood he was pursuing a truly dangerous foe, a higher vampire, one of Regis's ilk. Then the Witcher and the vampire heard a clamor. Ossie was drawing near, so Geralt and Regis cut their conversation short. Preferring not to draw any attention, the vampire disappeared, but not before inviting the Witcher to pay him a visit at temporary quarters he'd established at the local cemetery. You had better believe it. Mere le Challenge. Kigs, you got it, you like? Geralt paid Regis a visit at his cemetery hideout. After a long debate, the two old friends concluded their first order of business was to find Dettlaff. Regis was to prepare a concoction to aid them in this endeavor called Resonance. Said brew required an array of ingredients, many of them hard to find. One such component was the saliva or salivary glands of a spotted white, species thought to be long extinct, yet it seemed that one specimen remained alive. Having made its lair near Beauclair, Geralt set out to find it. Marlene, by the way. Geralt found the spotted white at an old abandoned estate. The Witcher chose not to fight it, opting instead to hide in a wardrobe and await his chance, though how it would come he could only guess. Once the white had come and gone, Geralt collected its saliva, which the monster had added to the brew it was making in a large cauldron. Intrigued, Geralt set off in pursuit. Whoops, I was looking for a button there. Set off in pursuit of the fleeing white. To the Witcher's surprise, the creature proved to be a woman who had been cursed centuries ago. Geralt set about lifting the curse that held her, and through his efforts, the white transformed back into someone of yore, named Marlene. Now she cooks for us at Corvo Bianco. Tyler, that sounds horrible. Annie, you think we've got to? He did 7 endings using saves, but only 2 main branches, though, right? I'm going to let the story play out. We'll make our decision. I'll make a decision or lean on you for a decision. Somehow we'll arrive at a decision when the time comes, and it may be the same one. Maybe we'll go back to the fairy tale world. I can't imagine not going there. Little pig, let me in. Are we not going back there? Really? I was counting on going back there. So I don't know what I'm missing, but I know what I'd be missing if we don't go back there. So I don't know yet what we're going to do. We'll see. Gotta go there. I don't know what I'm thinking, Tyler. Sound. We're missing something. Oh, Regis! I have returned, and I have brought saliva, much saliva. Such a good sample of saliva I have brought you. Oh, Regis. Arcadius Borovic lived to a ripe old age. In fact, he lived so long, he died of boredom. Oh, Regis, we must have a chat, my friend.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Absolutely.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short,
Too late.
I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
So,
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
right then.
Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Let's go then.
See no reason to dawdle. Mudna. Take me there.
In a moment.
Nah.
Just one last thing.
What's that?
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sangurium. A solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesha Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
Yeah, me too. You lead on.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
There will be blood.
Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout, fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land unknown.
Well, I mean, yeah, I want to do something.
This was the first place we saw.
He's talking from underground, speaking from down there. Good time to level up. Yeah, I wanted to level up. It is the first time in a while we can actually do something.
Intestines ripped clear out.
Meaningful.
Scurvers have gnawed on this corpse.
I've already got the setup that I want, but now that we have unlocked 4 mutations, and right now we have a sign-related mutation unlocked, magic sensibilities. Now that we have 4 unlocked, we finally have another slot. And we've been preparing for it, and we earned a few points to unlock the 3rd tier. We can keep working on Igni. We've been waiting for this. The first point we've been able to spend on Igni in a long time. Waiting till we had a slot. Yeah, alright. So that was it. That's our level up.
Repeatedly.
Hey, Jolie. Alright, in we go. Let's see, summoning beasts. Literal beasts or beast as a generic term? Literal beast as in beast oil? I don't think so. Monsters, probably? What's he gonna be feeding on? Yeah, I don't remember. Regis, who needs to become enraged. Champion of Tesha Mutna. I am he who serves the tribe. Exalted above men, I renounce human weakness. Uplifted above men, I become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe. I am master and slave. I am executor of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and this armor so I may serve the tribe.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
Thorough, huh? Doesn't look too long. The most important aspect of raising human livestock is to provide the herd with conditions that, on the one hand, guarantee their survival, but on the other hand, do not extend too far beyond the minimum needed for that survival. It should be borne in mind that people are creatures bestowed with great intelligence, or rather cunning and instincts that allow them to gain as much as possible from their environment. In terms of husbandry, this means humans will always try to obtain more than we give them. It is recommended, therefore, to provide each individual with a place to sleep, a meal twice a day, and permanent access to water. These conditions, which might seem overly luxurious to some, ensure the optimal production of high-quality hemoglobin. More details on diet in later chapters. Also essential is access to air, without which humans die within minutes. There is no need to be concerned about the ability for human livestock to multiply in the conditions described above. If they are ensured a minimal existence and male and females are mixed, they will copulate irrespective of whether they are in captivity or not. Made it. It is worth mentioning here that there is a school of thought that suggests treating human livestock with greater freedom and care, including providing them with better quality fodder and a certain degree of freedom. This allegedly ensures a greater amount of favorable elements in the blood and makes it tastier. However, it is worth mentioning that this method of husbandry is much more difficult, requires emotional bonding techniques which will be discussed in the following chapters. Tesham Mutna, steel sword, armor, trousers, special set. At the very least, we have to put that on a display at Corvo. But look at the resists. Piercing, bludgeoning, bleeding, slashing. Those are... Well, okay, we don't usually wear a chest piece, but what... Yeah, we got 2 pieces and a sword. 25% burning resist. Piercing, bludgeoning, slashing. Relic, 0 of 6. We have 3 pieces. If we equip the chest as well as the trousers and the sword, 3 pieces. Killing opponents restores vitality. The amount of vitality restored is 1% of the max vitality for each element of the set worn. Hold on. Of the max vitality... 1% of our max for each element of the set worn. So 3 pieces, 3% of our max, which is not quite 6,000. Hey, trombones, how you doing? Opinions, how important is it to use the Tesham Mutna set? Bleed chance, I think we can match that. Stun, bleed, crit chance, crit damage, armor piercing. Stun, bleed, crit chance, crit damage, armor piercing. It's actually similar to what we're using. A little better than what we're using. Not as much base damage, but better for the mods. We're not getting the set bonus, though, at all, unless we put on the chest piece. You know I have an aversion to that, but that's a lot of resist. Those resist. That's a huge amount of damage reduction we won't have if we don't put it on. How important is it, you think? Man, he wanted to bet on the outcome. Those glasses are full-on Geralt the Professional. Yeah. Complete with the 12-year-old girl learning to become a killer. He's a cleaner. Cleaner. A little bit of slashing, a little bit of monster, elemental, sign intensity, attack power. Trade that up for burning, monster, slashing, bludgeoning, piercing. Potentially a lot of it. I don't know. Go in as is. It's kind of what I'm thinking. We already dyed our armor black. We don't have to put on the Tesham Mutna set. Come
This
now.
place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
We can have 3 types of oil on our blade. Oh, we haven't put any runes in this sword. I didn't plan to keep using this sword forever, so no runes. Beast oil? Oil. Nothing spectral's coming, right? Actual beast. He wants blood. Real blood. Fresh blood. Beast oil. Panthers?
Cliffs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be.
You're not really
They
stuck.
mean
are you?
something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Battery cage versus free range humans. Yeah, they went there. In recent decades, many of us have come to believe that a much more effective way of obtaining good quality human blood than hunting individuals is their systematic controlled husbandry. Apart from the obvious advantages, such as being able to control what the flock eats, and the ability to crossbreed specific individuals to obtain offspring with the best hemoglobin, another clear advantage to breeding human flocks is that domesticated humans held in confinement, as opposed to those in their natural habitat, villages, towns, become less aggressive and therefore less troublesome. When it comes to farming humans, there are various schools, of which 2 seem to have gained the widest acceptance in recent times. Namely, battery cage and free-range husbandry. This thesis describes in detail the advantages and disadvantages as well as the methods of carrying out each type of breeding. As an introduction, it is worth mentioning the basic differences between both types. Battery cage human husbandry. Described very accurately and in detail in the book Human Husbandry, is the placing of several male and female individuals in a closed, restricted space with permanent access to air, food, and water. This form of breeding differs from free range in that the flock is not permitted to leave the breeding area and is held captive the entirety of their lives. Exactly. Manny? Yeah. Free range, on the other hand, involves leaving the flock in its natural habitat or creating a habitat that simulates it closely, such as creating villages more on which can be found in the chapter Human Villages, Establishing and Growing a Herd, and then making the herd psychologically or physically dependent on its owner. The most effective method for making a human individual dependent is guaranteeing its safety and permanent access to high-quality feed. It is worth adding that a human that trusts its owner does not feel fear and does not defend itself when having its blood drunk, which limits the production of noradrenaline and cortisol, which have a negative impact on the taste of the blood. Furthermore, it may happen that a domesticated free-range human may feel a certain pleasure when its owner drinks its blood, most likely associated with sexual tension, which creates an intensification in the blood's flavor. Yes, Regis had the nicest ancestors.
Though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Esham Mutna, the boots, the mask. We are going to need to wear the whole set, aren't we?
And this
Does
one?
it force us?
Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadloves. We both remained in this part of the world.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Too late, just read about him.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadloves. We both remained in this part of the world.
They didn't speak. Hello?
Whose is this cliff?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
There. Yeah, entropic. So fear fouls the taste of the blood, but arousal enhances it.
Symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Transcript of a conversation with a lower being between Master Ezekiel Hildegard and a human being, EH and HB. Who are you? My name is Alex Biscon. Why is all your skin trembling? Scared, sir. You're scared? I don't understand. You don't know what fear is, sir? No. I have mastered your language, yet some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? Feeling that destroys every other feeling. Controls your head and your heart? What do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I have carried out tests in my laboratory on people, and I discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child and think only about how to avoid pain. So, fear would be similar to pain? No, pain rules the body, but fear is born of the heart. Oh, yes. What you say is very interesting. I think I will have to examine your heart, the laboratory. What do you mean, examine? I mean examine. Take it out and examine it. Take it out and subject it to a proper examination. Sir, that would kill me. Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience. But was not me who created your species, and I am not responsible for its excessive frailty. The conversation was carried out in human language and such, it was written down. The transcription does not need translating. Oh, you think? Prisoner's notes. Found a piece of parchment that fell from the pocket of one of the monsters. I also have a lump of coal. I would write this in my own blood, but I have hardly any left. Old. Every third day they come and open my veins, after which I cannot move. Can't go on much longer. The next cage I hear the howls of terrified people. If I had the strength, I would smash my head against the bars. Hope it won't go on much longer. Aloy from the cage next to me died yesterday. He drank him to death. It must have irritated them because I heard them arguing in their strange language. They brought new people this morning. You could say that a supply of fresh blood arrived. They have no idea what they are in for. My only comfort is that I know already, and I won't have to live through the terror that I felt the first time they came for me. I had no idea what they wanted until they pulled out their shiny instruments. I've never seen such beautiful metal. My blood glistened purple, silvery color in those instruments. I got a full set now, don't we? See the red tinge at the bottom? I had to check. I didn't think we were near death. Then I saw tinge. So we're gonna need to put the whole set on, aren't we? The rare moment, people. Oh my god. You know, we only need 3 for the bonus. Maybe we don't need to wear that. Maybe we can do our own version of this. What do you think? The whole set minus the chest. The mask have ended up. Spider just ran across my laptop. There. There. Foods we have, most are 50, tick for 50, and a few of them tick for 80. I want to make sure we have a that ticks for 80. Bar here. Careful, better make sure. That'll do. Torch. Eshamutna. Time Geralt says that, think of the mummy from the late 90s. One of the places or one of the lines.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel
I need to
entrances.
equip something? No, just
Monsters will
right.
catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, sends shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Are you watching him go? Awesome. I'm placing them at the... Wondering if we had deliberately incorrect places to put them.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. Meat's stench is so thick that wager it carries clear to nowhere.
Last one.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
So, and then he pulled out his silver.
Would you do once I utter?
Hold on. There wasn't another Tesha Mutna sword, was there? Silver of any sort. I just put all this on for fun, huh? That's so good.
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, you won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Girl, what are you doing? Oh, the mask. Was I trying to, like... I had that all set up. That's why I made a save. Oh shit! Too much damage at once, and the Bloodsweeger Rot Fiend just flippin' exploded. Did he actually choke first, or was it so much damage between the burning, probably the bleeding, and he just popped? Yeah. Oh, we got it. That was unexpected, a little bit.
Set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain
Overleveled.
me inside. The bars are made of an alloy
Yeah, a little
that
bit.
prevent
We
me
started the
from transforming into
DLC
mist.
at about 34.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
And
I
it
shall
happens.
be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know.
Glancing at it. So, yes, the quest was 39. When we started the DLC, I think we were at about 34. Look at some of the quests we've been doing. They've gotten up into the 40s. 42. I don't know. And we've also got level scaling on. So all the fights should scale up to ours. 46. That's why we got to level 46. Because we've been doing all of that.
You'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do?
Yeah, we have upscaling on.
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, girl. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Alright, watch. He's gonna blow already. He's gonna blow already. You saw it though, right? That time he did. He did his undulating. I don't think the splash damage with the spikes on that version is really that much bigger than the splash damage on the regular ones. I think the time is less. They undulate for a fraction of a second less. You got to get away more quickly. If they're undulating and you're only 5 feet away. Yeah, felt that.
Bait set. What now?
What
Maybe
now,
we need a
Geralt?
safe
Don't die.
word.
Don't
You know,
die,
something
Geralt.
you'll say
Don't
when
die.
you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
You won't be able to. We must forge
Let
through
him burn.
this, that is all.
Where'd the Algol go? Come on! Are you just... What are you doing? The enemies liking... generally, they will engage. Someone put a bleed on us. Wait for it. Alright, we're good this time. Next one's gonna go. Finally, Regis has the taste of blood. Close, but they're all gonna run right through it. Most of them.
I can hear more coming.
Lots of extra splash damage from those exploding things.
Hold on, I'll make you out.
I wanted to keep fighting. I was just getting into it. Give us blood!
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him, still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse, cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
Can't wait to put my glasses back on, Geralt.
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff.
Mask
Guess
is
it
creeping
could
me
have been
out.
the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
Oh, it does look cool. It's gonna look great hanging on a armor stand. The mask won't be there, but the rest should. Cool on an armor stand.
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble.
Those
I
plugs.
don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Regis doesn't look so good. My last thought before I succumb to sleep. This is. Are these just things to ponder before bed? If there is no death, does life exist? Hate is a very interesting feeling. I have noticed that people improve themselves with it to great effect. Sometimes I would like to stop thinking. I know that one. If we were to create a god as the humans have, what would he be like? People justify bad deeds by good intentions. I'm not sure if there is greater idiocy. I would drink the freshly squeezed blood of an infant. I know I can't, but I hope that its velvety taste will send me to sleep. What? Not even written strangely, even for what it was. I strive to live like a person, and it means that I have ceased to feel good among people as well as among my own. Maybe I made a big mistake. I have always wanted to write. I am very tired, and fuck it all. And now you have. People don't think about the present. They usually remember old times or worry about the future. I have a feeling that my friend Dettlaff will die. I am sad. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. Formula for a regen potion. Alright, what's our mission now? To find the bootblack, the kid who appeared in the vision. Northeast Beauclair. Yo. Geralt, up and over. Oh, Geralt, just jump it. Just jump it, man. Oh, you're killing me here. I've gone deeper into the crypt. Out this way. Hey.
Decaying bones. Kikimors must have tunneled into the grave.
I haven't been here enough to learn my way around or the way out. Shit, that's where we just were. Bear with me, I can bring up the map. I just kind of wanted to... I would learn it if I figured out if I just follow the map out. I'll never really learn the way out. There, oh, it's right in the middle. Yeah, right, we come right down the stairs and then he was up above us. This is how we learn. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and jump up there. It's the day-night cycle, Scugs, for the main quest. Final preparations. For whatever reason, the day-night cycle causes it to update. Kind of a nuisance. Recognize the spot from the vision where the boot black works.
You
Ooh.
little fart.
Well,
problem, kind sirs?
hands
So how
off the
would you
kid.
explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched
Clever
conspiracy
kid.
theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Hands
Leave him
off
alone.
the kid.
Just who the spit are you?
Ask. I'm his father.
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me. Dog.
I can't take the mask off yet. I should have done it before the fight.
Those half-breeds! You to help scofflaws and cheats!
I'll take him from the left.
Stay together! At least try to!
They're actually working as a team, which a lot of groups don't really do. It's more random. They seem like they were actually trying to bait you into being vulnerable. Come on. Ah, man. This is a horrible spot to fight.
But move.
Lads, charge! Take him for a ride!
Shit. the left analog that I clicked that brings the UI up. Wasn't on purpose though.
Circle him! Circle him! Hold together!
Circle this!
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
Who cares? Let me take my mask off.
Investigating the
Oh,
beast
look at
on
that.
the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men.
Yeah, I've got a
What are they
pass.
doing?
They have shit on their boots.
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out though.
Uh-huh. I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
This mask is haunting me. My glasses
You're very
back.
good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Not really a big fan of this kid.
Yeah? How you
He's
imagine
suffering
that
from
working?
delusions of grandeur.
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Sorry, kid.
No way. Not about to contribute to your shady venture. You'll tell me what you know, for free.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. As you wish, sir. I
And
know the
stop
fellow
shining
is
my
sick,
boots.
though
You're
I
making
don't
them
know his
worse.
name. A steady patron. Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
Reeves,
In point of
how are
fact,
you
he's
doing?
a friend. Yet we had a falling out.
Thank you for the
of sorts
host
and
and
we'd like
raid.
to straighten
Welcome.
matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
We've got this finally. We've got this excellent quest with vampires and beasts and all this stuff. But we have to spend, what's the sum total? We probably have to spend 20, 30 minutes listening to that kid talk about stuff. Wouldn't it be better if we just didn't? Much better. Better already. There's Rafes. It's going all right. How are you? Thank you again for the host. Raid kid won't shut up. He just
Handled that
won't
kid
shut up.
pretty well.
Dr. Black.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning the right thing to bribe them with.
All right. Traded the mask back for the glasses.
Colours I would see on the Duchy's banners. Red, white.
Gotta make sure not to sell that set though. I want to hang it up at Corvo.
Ooh.
You're underdressed for a prostitute, even, aren't you? I mean, it does get cold at night. You don't even own pants? No pants at all?
In the mood for fireworks and action?
Let me get you some pants. I have extra. No, that's alright. You don't need them. Nice skivvies, though. Alright, let's move on.
Sure, go on.
Regis, there's no interest?
If only I had the coin for a medic.
You're enjoying MGS4. Good. Good to
One
hear
that
it.
Boot Black mentioned.
What are you, whereabouts are you up to? Enter! Enter the toy shop. Knock, knock.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
He here? Sense him?
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
We always do, Geralt. Always do. Where children toil, boys waste away.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Why? Eviction notice. Due to the non-payment of rent for the premises used for shopkeeping purposes, the Administrative Court of Beauclair orders the tenant Ulrich de Samp To vacate the premises within 7 days. Not complying with this eviction notice shall cause a custodial sentence to be imposed on the debtor. The length of the sentence shall be determined by the debtor's court. Bailiff Victor Lemaire. Blues and bullets. No, I haven't. Blues and bullets. I want to say it sounds familiar. I'm not even sure about that. Blues and bullets. A letter. The shopkeeper. Dear Master Shopkeeper. For a long, long time, I've been asking my parents to buy me a toy. Mummy always cries and says that we haven't got any money. Daddy gets cross when I ask him when he will earn some, and once he nearly hit me. My friends have beautiful toys. Laura has a teddy bear, and Michelle has a doll with golden hair you can brush with a real comb. I worry I will never have a toy, which is why I'm writing to you, Master Shopkeeper. I wanted to write this letter to you a long time ago, but I didn't know how to write then. Now I know. You have a pretty toy that other children don't want. I will look after it. Be happy with me. Please don't laugh at me. I know I'm little, but I also know that toys are not really alive. They only live in our imagination. So what? I would love it very much, Isa. I hope Isa got her toy. Very sad.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Isa writes very well, though.
Nice little trinket. Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
Just collecting dust in the corner, Geralt? Is that what you mean? Oh, man, you're making me sad.
Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Detlef
Suspicious
van der
letter.
Ertain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlef killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Well. And so,
Any
Detlef
idea
was
what it could be? Detlef have any enemies?
running around
Indeed,
killing people.
Detlef gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible
wall?
in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilish.
See the
and
drawing
dangerous.
on the wall?
As you well know, having faced Detlef yourself, whoever it is someone new.
The drawing of her face. And the raven in the window above.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover, the sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him.
There.
With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Rafe's getting ready for bed. You gotta finish MGS2 for tomorrow, 12:30. Sleep well. Good rest. Good luck tomorrow. Good time. Thanks for dropping in again tonight. Rafe's will be streaming some MGS4 tomorrow. There's the link. Come out, show some love, drop a follow. Cheers, have a good night. Thank you again for the host. Thing happened to her, and why he believed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day.
Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off, perhaps, by Dettlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Dettlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find out.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
I don't want to mix them too much, but there is a scene, Rafe, the scene in, you know the game, right? There's a scene that syncs up very well to the Tanakh Tune music video. And anyways, the DRK who did it over at Outer Heaven. Yeah, I figured you'd follow it up with the link, so now it'll make sense. Just enjoy. It's good. Moving on, back here in Witcher World.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
I like that tune too. Nice.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
No, I haven't heard of it. Reminds me I didn't follow up on, where was this back in chat, rolling back up. Oh, did I hadn't heard. Blues and Bullets. Dave Hayter, episode a year. I hate it when I ask things or we're interacting and then I miss the follow-up in chat. It happens so easily. It happens all the time, but... Losing bullets. Now I gotta check that out, too. Lucas the Spider, I've not heard of. Detlef, the blackmailer, do you know more?
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
His innocence. What do you mean innocence? Was he blackmailed? It appears so. Did he go and gut people because he was being blackmailed? Definitely. Innocence? Innocence? Regis.
Not how I'd put it. Doubt it's how the Duchess will see it either.
I trust you to convince her. And then...
What? Go on, don't be shy. See, you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but... Were we to find Renowed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No. He'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
That was a nice touch in the cutscene, running into the marionette. Can we send... Or if we can get them swinging. Yeah! Happy little marionettes. Who wants to help me guesstimate how much, I think we're gonna need at least one more stream for Blood and Wine. Who wants to help me guesstimate? What do you think? You know I play slowly. I like to stop and read things and explore. We've done the side quest, POIs, and all of that, but from Wine is Sacred. Report to the Duchess about your hunt for the beast. Do you think 6 hours left? 10? I don't think we have 10 plus hours of the main story left, do you? Wine is Sacred. I've got different ideas running through my mind now. Not planning to have a stream tomorrow, but that's one thought, as we could. We missed a lot this week because of the internet being down. We got 2 hours on Monday and then... So, I mean, we lost 16 hours of stream time this week. And the one idea is to try and make up for some of that. We wouldn't have come up short on finishing Blood and Wine this weekend. We had been playing it during the week. And we could finish it on Monday too, but Monday? A lot of people, you're all gonna miss it if we finish on Monday. Not the best day to finish. And would we even finish? Would we even finish? Should we go report back to the Duchess? Or should we go play some Gwent? Related. Monday is fun day. Kick it around with Geralt day. Monday, fun day. Well, I think it's almost inevitable we're going to be playing a lot of this on Monday still. We won't... This is, I think, the second Blood and Wine stream where I thought maybe we'll finish today. No, not even close. Not even close. Witcher does tend to throw people for loops in regards to story. You think it's close to the end, but then... Also depends a lot on getting sidetracked, which shouldn't be a problem anymore. We just have a good lot left. I'm actually thinking about playing, can you see it in the background there? I'm thinking about playing BioShock Infinite next week. We haven't played it since 2016. It's also one of my favorites, and I miss it, and I'm thinking maybe BioShock Infinite will be after. We've still got MGS2 and Red Strings Club coming up sometime soon, but maybe BioShock Infinite next. Play some Gwent. We'll play a little bit of Gwent, and we probably won't. We don't normally have streams on Sundays, and we probably won't. I'll play around with the idea of maybe an encore stream, maybe a little bit tomorrow, so we can. Maybe we'll have a Gwent stream, just a few hours of Gwent tomorrow. Wouldn't that be weird? Sunday afternoon Gwent stream. We'll get the rest of the Skellige deck, and I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm insane. Procyon, I keep thinking I want to order some absinthe. I keep thinking I will... some absinthe. Before that one. Like, order some from Czechoslovakia. I think that's... Colorado used to be the only state... Out of 50 states in the U.S., Colorado was the only one which didn't have laws against absinthe, the proper absinthe with Dujon, Wormwood, whatever. So crazy as that may be, I'm still playing with that idea too. Procyon. Trombones, definitely. The DLC, Buried at Sea. I figure we'll need 3 or 4 streams for Infinite. And the DLC.
And we'll drink and be merry and travel melancholy, singing his...
When the Duchessa laughs, it's no laughing matter.
Shadow Hearts. No, you've got good questions. I mean, that you're asking about things I haven't played, things I don't even know well. Shadow Hearts. No, you got me again.
Wenches are dear.
Quite the bottom, quite the bosom Duchess has, don't
Hey, don't you speak about Duchess Anna Henrietta that way. She probably wouldn't mind.
Stumps of grey.
Right, who do you think here? Who's our Gwent player?
Wenches will be wenches.
Oh, warlock!
Got too much rouge on, jeez.
Mean to hunt the beast?
There are just too many waypoints. Just Absinthe J? There are other options. Yeah, but I haven't had Absinthe since around about the time Moulin Rouge came out. Does anyone even see the mark? We're standing. All right, fine. I'm bringing up the map. There's 2 close quarters, and there are way too many people in here. I didn't talk to the pretty lady in the purple dress.
Step into my parlor.
Jeez, what's wrong with me?
What brings you to Toussaint? Tell me.
Well,
let's call it business.
Ah, then, A professional journey. Nothing but work, tension, unfamiliar beds. One needs a way to relax at times. Perhaps my girls could help you.
Tempting, but Gwent. Gwent, please.
Cozy place you got.
Comedic
I'm
horror with the
pleased you
dark aura?
noticed. You see, when I had set aside enough to found my own establishment, I wished it to be not a bawdy house, but a bawdy home. A place where patrons would not simply come, drop their hosts, then flee as soon as the girl rolled over. Here, the sheets do not reek of sweat, the beds have no bed bugs, and the wine is not watered down. It is a place where one longs to linger, to chat sprawled in a comfortable chair, to light a pipe, all after paying a modest fee, of course.
Okay. I did play through, certainly played games through the PS2 era. I had one of the original PS2s until I burned the laser out, and I opened it up and I cranked the little pot's knob and turned the laser strength up and then really burned it out. That was the end of my PS2. But, no, I missed that one. Let's do many things. How about some Gwent?
Interested in the unusual. Got a special request.
Strip Gwent?
To keep this between you and me.
You know well I shouldn't. Hey, who cares? How am I gonna help?
Who cares?
Gwent, you play?
Stumps.
Deck do you think she's gonna play? We've been sticking with monsters. Let's keep going. We haven't bought any new cards in a while. And... let's go. Scoia'tael. Toad will get a workout if Toad shows up. Decoy. Scoia'tael could have spies. Aracast. Oh, what a terrible hand for muster cards. So, we only want one Aracast because we have 3 and we only need 1 in our hand. That means that's 2 cards in our hand wasted. Vampires, again! We only need 1 vampire and 1 crone. Yennefer and a Draug. Alright, well, here's what we're swapping. We're swapping 2 Arakas. We're gonna redraw. Scourge. Okay. And... Forktail. Wyvern, Forktail. Geralt just lost Strip Gwent. Alright, and no Toad. We finally get a Scoia'tael opponent and our Toad Scorch card that scorches ranged. Like the first game in a while where we have not had Toad in the hand. Biting Frost from your deck played instantly. Biting Frost. That's bad. Biting Frost is plays against melee. That's us. Melee, monsters, us. Oi. Preparing to have my clock cleaned. I shouldn't have played. Shouldn't have played that elemental. Okay. Decoy is saved for a spy. Will Scoia'tael have a spy? It's less of a guarantee than Nilfgaard, but saving it for a spy. Kiggs, it was good to see you again. You should go and finish your paper. It was great to watch you after so long. Take care, everyone. Have a good night, Jay. Right back at you. Remind me next time you pop in, and we'll transfer hours and stuff from the old account too. Completely forgot to do that today. Have a good night. Good luck with the paper, too. So... would they play Frost against their own front line? I believe they would. I'm going to go ahead and risk it. I don't like this at all. Our draw was 3 Aracast, 2 Vampires, all in the hand, and I'm just not used to the monster deck yet, nor do I have the best one. Potential is great, I see that, but it keeps seeing the flip side of that. A Scorch would take out all the 6s, including ours. I could decoy it and then Scorch, but that's pretty wasteful. That's not a good play. It's a little late. I put a... yeah. Pass the round? No. Yennefer would be wasted if we can't... I don't... Can we get a new hand? Yennefer's not going to be doing anything terribly useful in the next round anyways, but... they've got a Frost card. Their leader card is a Frost card. They've got a Frost card. They want to wipe this out, they can wipe out the whole line. And maybe they're waiting for me to play our leader card, which will double that front line before you see it get wasted. I want to bait them into wasting it early, and I don't want to give up all my plays for the melee. So... I don't do this often. Let's play a gold card, a hero card. Right off the bat. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to play something. Here's a thought. Scorch, they'd lose 18, I'd lose 6. I'm saving that decoy still. All right, this will get our elemental, but it'll take 18 off our opponent. Again, medic, bringing a card out of the trash. What was in your trash? One of those we just scorched, so they only really lost 12. And then replaced 7 of those points. Aye. Aye. It's close. It. Actually, Trombones, I've been meaning to make a do it, don't do it command. I just haven't decided how I want to implement it. Sound effect, votes. How do I keep it from building up, accumulating votes for, you know, if it takes 3 votes to trigger a do it or a don't do it, and 3 people go do it and 2 people go don't do it, then the don't do it is primed and ready. How do you reset that? Anyways, I haven't given it enough thought yet. But I think we need is some, we need a do it, don't do it. But it needs a little more thought. I could pass, force them to play. They still have a Frost card. The leader is still a Frost card, is still gonna mess with us really hard. Alright, let's do this. He wants this, she wants this round badly enough. She'll counter. I'm gonna play my leader card. And we're gonna have a high score. And if she wants this round, she can take it. She'll play her leader card. Wipe out my melee. Take the first round. We'll have to take the second and the third. And we won't have a lot to do it with, but I think it'll be enough. I think it'll be enough, and we can even think about decoying something back depending on what happens. Let's try it. Let's gamble on this. 44. She didn't play her leader card. Interesting. Unexpected. What did she just pull? What card did she pull? The 6-point. Interesting. That was unexpected. Could force her to play it. Let's force her to play it. Means I can't decoy a spy now, though, if I pass. If she plays a spy, no spy. We got the round. I think there's a spy hiding in those 4 cards. And put this outside our close combat. That was the card they decoyed. How would they have decoyed that card? They didn't take... Could have taken the first round, but she didn't. You want the second round, it's yours. You got nothing. Yeah.
That Witcher's rather handsome.
Mardrome. Outfoxed. Mardrome. Triggers transformation of all Berserker cards on the same row. Put a Mardrome in there. We can't even play the deck yet. But, Alright, we have at least one other player here. Outside the tavern. What are the Berserker cards? So the Skellige deck, Cirrus, we'll call Shield Maidens, and then the Berserkers are generally low point value cards, if I remember. They can turn into bears, and they even have a Berserker to show you, I'm not sure. The Berserkers are low point value, and then they turn into better cards when they eat mushrooms. Young Berserker transforms into a bear when a Mardrome card is on its row. So you put the Mardrome, and instead of a commander's horn doubling everything on the row, it turns Berserkers into bears. I don't remember how many points the bears are worth. Doesn't seem right. Someone was outside over here, had it marked. I went too close to my marker, so it cleared. Was there really someone here? Are they under the hill? Are we looking for Bilbo Baggins?
Remember me? I lent you coin.
Ember. Good reference. I guess if I were really trying to nail it, it would have been Frodo. Butcher's shop. We're gonna play the butcher.
Meat of the freshest sort, hot sausage links, ripe blood
Mr.
pudding.
Underhill.
Fine. Show me what you got.
You can't beat our meat. $8.25, I'll take those. Mutton leg, definitely. Duck confit. Only 13. Yeah. Pork. Cruxium, interesting question. Where do you get the 5th card for the high stakes quest? The 5th card for the high stakes main game? Help me out here, someone. I'm not sure I have your answer. 5th card for the high stakes quest. Oh, it's been a while, so help me figure out where you're at. That would be the cards you get from Zoltan and friends.
No, you're busy, but you up for a round of Gwent?
Let's keep rolling with monsters. Hey, someone's playing us. Someone's playing Skellige deck against us. This is our first Skellige opponent. Scorch, Dandelion. Again with the 3 Arakas and the 2 Crones. Well, I miss my Northern Realms already. Is one of them... Cruxium, I think one of them used to be missable, but didn't they patch it so it's not? Is it, if you don't collect them all before Kaer Morhen, it's possible to miss one? Someone's got to know better than I. I wish I could... It's on the tip of my tongue, and I wish I could tell you. Earth Elemental. We don't need both Crones in hand either. Ah, it's a vampire again. This is terrible. We've got a fairly poor hand and 2 wasted cards in hand because of the muster functions. And our Skellige opponent just played a spy that we can't... I don't have a decoy up anyways. I keep expecting to be ruined in these matches, and maybe something can happen yet. Or longship, light bond. One nice thing about the muster cards is their point value, which tends to be low to start with. We're losing our forktail. The muster cards tend to have low point value, but strength in numbers. Their individual point values don't go up, putting them at risk of Scorch and such. Yeah, good luck. And thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard.
What do we
Come on back and join us for more adventures sometime.
Arrival.
And good luck. Yeah, there are people who are often here who would have been able to answer your question like that. I feel sure of it. Six, 7. I need to look at his leader card too. Hey, Olgierd. Shuffles all cards from each player's graveyard back into their decks, so both players lose their graveyard. That's his leader. We don't have any medics right now, so we're not going to be pulling anything out of our graveyard anyways. His leader card is not going to hurt us this game. Scorch would only take his one single card. Doesn't seem worth it this time. He's so down on cards, though. Buster, Longship. How many does he have? Dandelion, Commander's Horn, plus 2 points. Leader card, like a Commander's Horn. They actually can both be played together. Dandelion will turn into a 4. They won't stack for the doubling of the rest of the cards. Only one doubling effect will kick in. Obviously, if we pass, we lose the round as is. We're gonna lose the round in the end. We may as well pass. The only point in making any play is an attempt to salvage the first round. Got so much invested in it, it seems worth trying to take the first round. Plenty of cards. Ceres, this brings shield. Get ready to be stomped by shield maidens. That. Thirteens though, huh? Played, asshole. Damn. Oh! Smoked. Smoked. The sun! It burns us! Erna Bran. Oh, okay. Woof. Saving their cards, huh? Saving it, huh? Maybe play first. Wait, what? Opponent Skellige ability trigger. What was that? I thought we had a chance. What was that? Well, when you only have one play left, play it. Victory! Yeah! Guess we pulled that one out of the fire after all.
Something? I've got it.
Oh man. Galaga Storm card. Reduces the strength of all range and siege units to 1. Whew. Man, oh man. Let's go one more so we're on the downward slope of the cards to collect. Get one more, and I think we'll wrap for today. We probably won't have an extra stream tomorrow. We'll probably just stick to our would-be schedule, normal schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. School was in, notice through the window. Yeah, and hey, S7, you may be pleased to find out that we did not power through what remains of Blood and Wine today, after all. Let's get those other markers off the map. There's still a good deal left, so we'll probably be at it again on Monday. Will we even finish Blood and Wine on Monday? Will we need Monday and Tuesday? Maybe. Here, you know what? S7, questions. I got questions for you. Cruxium was here a few minutes ago. Someone asking a question that I bet you could answer. You are one of those I bet could answer the question. Cruxium asked, in the main game, when you have 4 out of 5 cards for the high stakes quest, what's probably missing if you've got 4 out of 5 unique ones? Is it still possible to miss one if you don't get them all before Kaer Morhen? Which one's likely missable? It was a question I couldn't answer.
Knights trading in wine. Go on. Drink up while
Wants to attack? You'd never catch them.
And we're up to Wine is Sacred in the Blood and Wine main story. And I'm trying to guess at how much we've got left. 5, 6, 10 hours of the main story left. Been going in slow-mo, been reading everything.
Move it.
This time we've done all the POIs and side quests.
Come on.
Yet there's still a great deal left. Hey, I want to stop at the mill for a second, just because I recognize it. This is one of my personal favorite spots. I think it's one of the ones I recall as I would want to live here. It's one of those spots. Maybe it's looks a little cut off from the view that I recall, but wouldn't you love to live not just on the water, but by your own little pond or lake in Toussaint? Being on the shore would be great. But having your own little spot to fish in. This seems like a wonderful place to live. And yet, I'm not sure it's the one I was thinking of. All good. I'd live just about anywhere in Toussaint, happily. So someone up at the cockatrice plays Gwent has another card for us. We'll land the starship in Tucson. Ah, S7, no worries. There's Cruxium too. Apparently there's a notice board somewhere. Hey, you got it, Bob. What the hell? Did that guy just spit at me as I walked by? Really?
Deep breath, Witcher.
Really? Right on, Bob. Have a great dinner. And we will catch you on the flip side.
Be gone from my sight.
Monday.
Think you can do whatever you please?
You're the one who spit at me as I walked by. Have a food. I hope he's having food for dinner.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh, dear fellow.
Let's see if he has any other
Normally,
monster
I'd
deck
encourage
cards
you
for
to
sale
try
too.
our famed fisherman's chowder. But alas, we are all out of crayfish.
Could replace them with something else. Perch, for example.
Perch is good.
Replace crayfish with fish? I beg you. What next? Vinegar for wine? Parsley for thyme? Huh? Your Nordlings are a pleasant lot, but about cuisine you know nothing.
Nothing.
Show me what you got in stock.
No cards. All right. White gull always coming up short on some of the white gull ingredients. So. I've been reacting to having not been able to make white gull for so many streams now that, you know what, we probably have more than enough. We're never going to need to make white gull in the quantities that I've now prepared to make it. We don't have that many potions and decoctions and things left to make. We've made them all. How much white gull are we going to need? Whoops. Jazzes. I'm not sure what she's begging for.
Not
I think
likely
she
to
sees
taste
a
your famous fisherman's chowder. So maybe we could
Jazz.
play
I
some
think she
Gwent.
sees a chew up on the counter there. You can have it soon. Hi. Did you come to say hi to everyone? That you did. You wanted to say hi to everyone, didn't you? Sure. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi, kiddo. Hi. Yeah. You don't get to see her too often, do you? Hi, Jazz. You're on camera. You're on camera. Whoa, go the other way. Go the other way. All right, you can have your shoes. One more round with the monsters. Another Skellige player. Decoy, Scorch, Arakas, Vampire, one of each, that's good. 2 crones and a toad, no heroes. Alright, one of the crones is getting redrawn. We got a spy. Like that. And so we've got our 3 musters. Arakas, Vampire, Crone. We could really use another hero. I need a hero. No! No! Alright, that was a bad swap. I would have been better keeping the Plague Maiden in hindsight than the Arakas we drew, but life goes on. This opponent is at the cockatrice, so he could have been your first Gwent opponent in the DLC. Maybe he's programmed to be bad. Could happen, right? Come on. Yeah! Alright, we got Triss and Dandelion. Guild Maiden. Yeah, so you wouldn't ordinarily play a Shield Maiden while playing the Skellige deck. Ideally, you would have a Ceres card. You would play Ceres. Ceres would muster all the Shield Maidens out of the deck. You wouldn't even need them in your hand. So what does that mean? Maybe he doesn't know how to play. Maybe he doesn't have a Ceres card. Maybe he didn't draw a Ceres card into his hand, but he got a Shield Maiden instead. Still seems like a weird play. Close Combat Scorch would take all of those out. That's what happened in the last game against the Skellige opponent. Now that they have I play Vesemir, now that they have a higher point card on the board, Scorch doesn't put her Arakas at risk. A Close Combat Scorch would now get Vesemir instead of the Arakas. Shield Maidens, tight bonds, strength doubles. I still can't scorch them because of that 12. That 12 protects them from being scorched. I could hand off the round, though. We pass the round. And we're in a pretty good position to take the next two. We've also got Dandelion as a commander's horn. We could either play him with the Toad, or we play him with Close Combat. Our leader card does the same thing. And even though you can play them both, they don't complement well. You could still make a play for this first round without put too much at it. And with that one play, we're now one round ahead. I might have thought to decoy Dandelion back. We got him again anyways, so... Okay. Which means there's very little point in playing the leader card unless we go to a third round. Triss is unaffected by Dandelion, and in this case, that was deliberate. Want to see what comes out if they have a Close Combat Scorch. I don't want to get burned on that. Aha. Aha. You know what time it is? It's Toad time. Conditional Scorch. Scorch ranged. If the total on the ranged line is 10 or more, then the highest value opponent on that line will get scorched. They happen to all be the same point value, and the total is 12. Okay, bye-bye. Now, how a Toad takes out 3 warships, I don't know. And the Triss play just came through. If I had played the Fiend would have turned into a 12-point card, and that would have killed the Fiend. If I had played the Vampires, there would have been 3 of them. It would have gone from 4 to 8, and that would have killed all 3 of them. would have lost 24 points or 12 points. Same thing with the Crones. Crones would have been wiped out by playing Triss, unaffected by that close combat Scorch. We're in business. Forgot about Dandelion that time when I was just talking about it, and then I played the Fiend, forgot it was going to be doubled, but okay. I think it's in the bag. You say bye-bye? You say bye-bye now. It's too bad they don't have a Cirrus card, because they have plenty of Shield Maidens. He just got the round. He's not getting the next one. Even with that, that's right. Enjoy your faction perk. I'm going monster on your ass. And this is why when you're fighting someone playing the monster deck, you can get to the end of the game and all of a sudden, it is. Thank you, sir. Clan Drummond, we got one of his Shield Maidens. It's good, we now have Cirrus and 2 Shield Maidens. Our Skellige decks coming together.
Pick of the ladies.
No, we just have one. There they are. 1, 2. 2 Shield Maidens. And Cirrus. Aren't there like 7 vampire cards? Yeah, we don't. I lack many cards. Our monster deck, I only started playing with today. I played it a few rounds without any specials in there. I had forgotten to put any Scorches or decoys or anything. Unavailable. Try again. Hey. And thank you.
Oh, dear fellow, with a fishhook like that, you must have to pick of the ladies.
No. That might be it for us for today. I think we'll reconvene on Monday. So here's where we're at. We have Gwent and the rest of the main quest in Blood and Wine. We're up to Wine is Sacred. Report to the Duchess about your hunt for the beast. We've already had Regis in the cage. Increased his bloodlust so we could get his blood sample. We've gone and met with the Shoeshine. But I'm guessing we've got at least a stream left. Just with that. Not even the Gwent tournament. Just with the main quest. So, Monday. We reconvene on Monday. If I do decide to pop up tomorrow, I think it'll be maybe we'll just do some extra Gwent. We've still got 9 cards to collect and then the tourney. But mostly we'll be doing the main quest. Question came up today, which path are we going to go on? Are we going back to Fairy Tale Land? I forgot there was another option. I was counting on going back to Fairy Tale Land. So I think that's where we'll go. More fairy tales on Monday. Behind you, wolves! That. Did you have fun today? I had a lot of fun today. Thank you for joining me. Excellent company as always. host love, sub support from everyone. Thank you. And some new people here. Cruxium. Oh, my page. Cruxium, Universe Arcana, Z-Star! Thank you for the follows. Faded Soul, Sunny, and Odor. I think I missed one of those during the break. If you're new here, welcome aboard. Come back, join us for more adventures. We have many. The schedule is empty right now, so I won't bother posting the link, but the schedule's on the website. Many games to be played. I think after we finish Blood and Wine, we'll probably play Bioshock Infinite.
We've always been together. We're four of a kind, having fun all day, palling around and laughing away. Just best friends are we. I love you guys.
Good night, Drigto. S. Evan C. Star, unavailable. Try again. Melga. Lamia. DBA Bob off to dinner. Trombones. Kigs. Reefs. Everyone who's been here. Chatters, lurkers, lovers all. I will catch you all on the flip side. Oh, subs. Yeah. C Star. TYB. Show Jimbo. Lamia. And, C Star gifted a sub to Quadias as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And keep an eye out always for the hosts. Lots of great streamers to check out. I tend to neglect my shout-out duties, but we've got links that get posted, and we'll try to keep those up to date, too, and they need some. Night, everyone. See you on the flip side.